all right. It's the controversial Best of Swoop Show, and I'm here with my co-host, the boisterous, slowly maturing, need more hoes, infamous Best, and the Brooklyn aficionado, West Coast based. Relax, dude. West Coast based. .G, and I'm yours truly, the coolest, smoothest podcast in the world, Vis Swoops, and we are the controversial Best Swoop Show. Big Leo, Big Milf. Controversial Christine will be joining us shortly. She just had to attend to some things. Fellas, how you feel? Where do you want to start? All right, listen.
Before we start,
you gotta get about it.
I just want to touch something out because I just seen this on TikTok. Oh, I can replay TikTok. I can replay the game on. Okay, that's it. I can stream my game on this shit. That means y'all gonna see me kicking Swoop ass real soon.
Best, you gotta stop lying to the people, man. You gotta stop lying to the people. Hold on, give me 1 second. Doc, start us off. We seen the infamous picture that just happened. I wanted to give us a quick breakdown.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead.
So it was, I guess, DJ Khaled brought together Vybz, Buju, Mavado. Who else was there? But yeah, it's big because people still thought there was like, well, they know the beef. They calmed it down and they kept it to the music. But this shit go back years. The beef that Mavado and Vybz had helped put dancehall on the map because it was
that I was with before you got to explain it.
You feel me?
Before you got to explain it, I wanted you to give this set in events because we got to make sure that this is a big thing that's happening, right? This isn't something that we see that's just regular.
Well, I say this. It's big because
for someone like Best, let me
really paying attention.
Let me explain it.
I know the history a little bit about.
Let me explain it for someone like Best. This is like 63rd and OTF getting together for real.
I don't think so. I don't think it's not that deep.
It's a little deep. A lot of niggas get packed up
on this. I get shot on this, and this is over 20 years too.
The government got involved and told both these niggas like, "Yo, y'all gotta chill." They was like, "All right, shit." You feel me? Let's keep it to the music. You feel me? So it's been a thing that like, yo, it's just the fans that keep it up with the Gaza versus Gully shit. You feel me? Who was whose favorite artist? You feel me? But it was just like, yo, it was a big moment because like it feels like right after they fake pieced it up, Vybz got locked up. And then it was like, you know, you see Mavado do his thing with DJ Khaled, and it was like you seen everyone sort of, you know, progress on in life. Even Vybz from behind bars was doing his thing, but he was still behind bars. Yep. It was just like now he's free. He linked up with all the people that's been bigging him up. It's a big deal.
I think I seen somewhere where at the Vybz Kartel got locked up and they fake pieced it out like you said due to the government. They said it was still throwing shots at each other a little bit. It was still some like
absolutely
shit going on between the two.
Let me give a little bit of a sentiment, right? So DJ Khaled, you know, DJ Khaled has a history of being a DJ in dancehall. Even when he was on the radio back in Miami back in the day, if you didn't know, that skinny light-skinned dude that looked Arab and shot us, that's DJ Khaled, right? So he's been putting guys together on songs for a while, dancehall and reggae artists, Sizzler, Bounty Killer, Mavado. We could just name them. So this rendition,
Sizzler don't fuck with that nigga.
Sizzler don't fuck with him no more because of the situation. But that's this. I'm saying his history, what he's done. So today, some photos was released for a music video that was being shot, and in that picture, you had some of the biggest legends in reggae and dancehall. You had Buju Banton, you had Bounty Killer, you have Mavado, you have Vybz. And the thing that makes it so crazy is that Bounty Killer is like the father of Vybz and Mavado style of music. They come from Bounty Killer's tree. So he has two of modern dancehall. He has two of the biggest names in the to many people's eyes outside of Beanie Man, the GOAT of dancehall, who is Vybz Kartel. So now we have that picture today. The Tropics page, all of the Caribbean-based pages that follow dancehall and reggae
going
music.
On BestsPointOfViewTV as we speak right now.
Yeah, so it's a really, really big thing in the community because you really had people that was either Gaza or they was Gully side. And it wasn't always the nicest thing in the world.
Buju and Bounty was really beefing though.
Yeah. Buju and Vybz had issues for a minute.
Well, yeah, but that was more like Vybz was wild. Like Vybz was a wild YN back in the day.
Yeah, he was the original YN for the dancehall crew. Well, not original because Buju was the YN too.
Facts. But Buju and Bounty, son, they was beefing over a shorty. One of them ended up marrying her. Well, did she marry one of them niggas? She either married one of them niggas or some other nigga. Son, it was wild, son. Can't be beefing over shorties, man.
I mean, niggas beef over shorties every day.
Produce music like.
Listen, we gonna talk crazy, a little crazy. I'm drinking some wine. I got some white Zinfandel. We gonna talk truth today.
I ain't gonna lie. Does that give y'all hope that
nigga moving like a bad bitch?
Maybe one day, I said Jay-Z, maybe 50 Cent, Ja Rule can link up after seeing Vybz Kartel.
No, that's not happening. That's never happening, bro. Especially after what he said about
nah, bro.
But
it's never happening, bro. 50 got stabbed behind that situation, bro.
Bro, I see some 63rd niggas and OTM niggas looking.
You talking about young niggas. You got to understand the history of 50 Cent before we go back to Vybz and Mavado. And who have you seen 50 Cent forgive?
Fat Joe.
He didn't have real issue with Fat Joe. Nobody got hurt behind that. Nobody got touched behind that situation. Niggas let some shots off at each other, but nobody got hurt.
Then the game and
nobody got touched behind that shit. And that's so a little history, right? Hot 97 back in the day in New York, that's where niggas used to get shot at. For whatever reason. I remember growing up, Hot 97 was shot 97. So if you had a problem with somebody, everybody knew what Hot 97 studio was at. You catch a nigga downtown and niggas let off shots at each other. That's just what it was. And I think they said Game Means got shot in the ass or some shit like that. And yeah. But at the end of the day, that wasn't from Fat Joe shit. And Game Mean getting shot in the ass. I think they was actually cool with 50 at the time when Game Mean got shot in the ass at shot 97. So it is what it is. You feel me? Like it's nobody. 50 Cent has no real beef. Like with somebody he has really beef with, they ever pieced it up. You've never seen it. He's never piecing it up with Preem. Shout out to Preem. He is never piecing it up with Ja Rule. He ain't bro. You seen what he said when Irv Gotti died, bro? That's not. He's never piecing it up with that guy. He's a cancer, bro. Them niggas is very unforgiving. But back to just a quick recap, Dot, because you are our dancehall aficionado, our Haitian sensation pose. That's what we like to call ourselves to people that don't know. And
I ain't never go by no Haitian sensation.
And be in a better spot, man, because your shit why your shit is fucking lagging like that, man. But you want to give us a recap, Dodge? It's basically just quick recap because we know what we are today. We know how we got there. Any last words we want to get on this momentous moment of Vybz Kartel, the head of Gaza, and Mavado, the head of Gully Side, actually linking up and reuniting after over a decade of beef. Pause. We can hear you, Dot. You just couldn't see. You were just moving slow. We'll let Dot come back to that in a second.
Oh yeah, I was about to go to another room, but
I can hear you.
Son,
you can hear you if you want to move to them.
So yeah, the point is, there was such a divide. There was such a divide, and there was like the beef was so serious for so many people, and a lot of people's like, well, not a lot of people, Vybz Kartel life got messed up over how he was moving when he was going through some of that shit. You feel me? So it's like, yo, to see them free living, you feel me, being able to piece shit up for because it's like something they grown. You feel me? They adults now. It's like the like 50 and Ja Rule. Not 50 and Ja Rule, 50 and fucking Fat Joe. It was like there was no real beef that kept them from being able to move the culture together. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's like, to see it in real life, like, yo, they really there. They really, son, like this nigga Vibes is really free. It's really kind of still hard to believe a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So it's a big. I was like, Vibes is on a hell of a run. So it's gonna be, it's just another big moment of many big moments. But it feels like, it feels like the dance hall Avengers.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, that's it though. I don't got nothing to add to it. Best you want to add anything to it before we get out of it? On to the next topic.
That's definitely dope because I always knew about Vybz Kartel and Mavado, especially like Gangster for Life, all them songs. So, and I used to watch YouTube documentaries about their issues and stuff like that, how they clash. And I think just recently, probably like a couple months ago, I watched a documentary and I didn't know where they stand. I like people trying to figure out where Mavado was at.
Nah, it was bound to happen because even before Vybz got out of jail, Mavado was showing signs of like piecing it up, saying that free Vybz Kartel, and Vibe was saying before he got out of jail, like he not really on that with Mavado, that is old, they grown now, they got kids, and it's just silly to be on that because Mavado's successful and Vybz is successful when he's trying to fight his case in jail. That just adding it, doing that didn't make any sense. So that's what. Moving on though. So do we want to, because we're supposed to get into Halle Bailey and Bailey and DDG last week, and Best, you had a lot you wanted to get off there, or do you want to start off asking Dot? Do you want to ask Dot first the question that was asked on that clip that he was playing before we started the show?
Oh, BBWs or skinny girls, Dot?
That's a question?
Come on, bro.
What's your answer? I told you Haitian, so you know what he going for.
BBWs.
What you mean, bro? Of course.
I'm with you, bro. I don't like my go-to petite. I need you to have a little meat on you. Pause.
Listen, I like women that are pretty. That's my number one. You got to be pretty first. So a shorty on the thicker side, I got no problem with. A shorty on the slimmer side, I got no problem with. And the slim shorties, they'll catch you because they look slim till they pull them pants down, and then you be like, that's where all that weight go. Then you just
a slim shorty will definitely catch you slipping.
Boom fight. That's what it is.
Ain't nothing like
Ben's Punani, you feel
me?
Ben's Punani.
Just watching that shit.
Listen, man. But I will say to show you on the thicker side, it was a show that was thick, bro. Not BBW, she's just under BBW, but still thick as hell. And she has 7 kids. And I tell you what, I found out why. I almost had fucking 8 fucking around with me, nigga. Shout out to Plain B's, man. I probably spent easily $400 or $500 on Plain B's, man. $60 a clip. I didn't care. I was spending that.
Not that you got to.
In this economy, Negro.
Nigga said in this economy. Yo, listen.
Yeah, but you gotta do it in this economy. Either you're gonna be paying that $405 a month, or you're gonna pay some extra money, depending on how much kids you got.
You're only paying child support if you're.
I'm not talking about child support. I'm talking about diapers. Baby
diapers food is not $400 a month.
No. I'm saying when everything adds up with a baby, bro.
But listen, bro, look. If you get two big ass cans of formula, right? That's like $200, right? No, two big ass cans, they $50 to $65 a pop. You feel me? You get the subscription. I'm teaching y'all niggas out there that got kids. You feel me? I got my son right now. He in the room. He is at the beginning of the show trying to show he wanted to be heard, but he in his room now chilling. But you can get a subscription on diapers through Amazon. You get 250, either 172, 100, depending on what drinks you get, or like 200 and something diapers, bro, for like $60 a month. Good money. Feel me? And you get the big drain of wipes for like $25, $30. Trying to teach y'all something, bro.
Motherfucker, get you a shorty with insurance, get her ass on birth control, and go crazy.
Nah. Because you know they get bloated off the birth control. If I get a shorty and we locked in, it is, brother. After I get like 2 or 3, I'm getting this shit snipped, nigga. So, man, I'm not fucking my shorty with no rubbers, bro. You can fuck hoes with the rubbers. I ain't fucking my shorty with no rubbers.
I keep one of those.
Cause you fucking hoes. We talk about fucking your girl. That's different. I'm not fucking my girl with that.
I'm fucking queens.
Again, fucking hoes. Like I said, that after like my 3rd kid, I'm getting my bitch snipped. You feel me? Because you can reverse that. You feel me? Snip, get that shit up out of there. And if a shorty ever come to me, I'm pregnant, bitch, you is lying. Because I can't even do it.
Son. Like, I don't even know, bro. I don't know. Because once I get up, why stop?
Nah, nigga, it's going to be Nick Cannon.
Bring
Fuck
on
that. I ain't doing
them.
that shit. So what?
Put everything in a trust.
The amount of time I spend with my son now, and I got 1, I can't imagine having like 10. Crazy. We was talking about though Halle Bailey, and this is your topic, Best. Give us the breakdown.
Nah, just recently Halle Berry
Got the Best with the Pop Smoke braids too. Best got the Pop Smoke braids now. He acting brand new.
Whoa, this sort of pop. But just recently,
we can bring you to the block now. They'll show you love over there. We bring you to the block.
I went out there with these gasoline. I thought there was
YNs though. I'm talking about the niggas that actually.
These guys in the Pop Smoke age bracket, they was together. What's called
my son Booby show you around the floors the right way.
Well, recently,
I'm joking. I'll tell you.
Recently, you know, there's been a lot of speculation between DDG and Halle Berry. Who's right? Who's wrong? Is Halle Berry doing DDG wrong? Is DDG doing her wrong? They went to court, and basically, in the court documents and with the text messages, and the academics is pushing for this. This has been revealing everything that's going on in the court documents. He's Team DDG, like it's not. He's not even being biased. But
they didn't go to court yet, Best. They submitted documents. To the court.
They submitted court documents.
Yeah. So because they submitted the documents to the court, it becomes public records.
Yep. So boom. We've seen a lot of Halle Berry using the kid to kind of try to
Bailey. Don't call her Berry. Halle Berry's a whole other woman.
I mean, my fault. Halle Bailey to kind of control. Bailey, my fault. I'm so used to saying Halle Berry. We've seen Halle Bailey using the kid to kind of control,
to manipulate. Both of them are.
Yeah, manipulate DDG. You feel me? As far as I'm gonna kill myself, like saying certain shit that's gonna make a nigga not wanna. He gonna like think twice because he cares about you a little bit. You feel me? So he ain't gonna just. She's not allowing him just to leave freely, or it could be she's using the kid to get her way. Like she was saying shit like, bro, you out there with a girl.
You gotta say on both sides that like that is so. I mean that Best. Like Best is so on the both of them manipulating and doing things themselves. We finally got to hit DDG side of it because she filed first, saying that he was abusing her and stuff like that, right? And saying that he doesn't be around, he doesn't help, and a lot of these other things, which we don't know how much is actually true and what's fabricated. We know some of the things when you're going through these custody battles, there's going to be levels of fabrication because a side wants to win. DDG responded with submitting his own formal complaint because she's supposed to be doing a movie or something and going to be out the country for like a month or so. And DDG's like, well, you can go for the work, but you can't take Halo with you because I want my time still. You feel me? She got a restraining order on him. He submitted documents. He got one back on her. And now we're here. In his documents, there was text messages that were released where she was using threats of harming herself. She left his house with his gun, making threats to her own selves. And she responded back to what he released and saying she's been battling with depression and mental health issues. And my biggest thing, this is why West Christine was here. She was talking about postpartum, which is very real. But at the same time, she's weaponizing postpartum to do negative behavior. And that part is not cool. That's my biggest issue with this whole thing. Do I believe postpartum is real? Absolutely.
I wouldn't say weaponizing.
No, she's weaponizing it, bro.
I wouldn't say weaponizing.
She's weaponizing. Don't die.
No, I'm saying
you're not going book. She's weaponizing, saying I have postpartum and I'm dealing with depression to reinforce negative behavior.
I'm saying
that's weaponizing.
I definitely think she's trying to justify her negative behavior postpartum.
That's weaponizing the shit, bro.
How much can you see under that shit?
That she's weaponizing that I have postpartum. There's a whole community of women that's like, you had even Dirk's fiance or baby mama, India, come in and say, well, she got postpartum, da 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 da. That does not negate the fact that you still have to be able to regulate your emotions. Does postpartum make it hard? Does it put your hormones out of whack? Absolutely. Do you doing these behaviors also help create an environment where you can put that things back in order? Absolutely not.
No.
Taking his gun out of the house.
Like, what something came to happen to him? He'd go grease for his gun. Now he dead. Now you just, I should never took his. You like, bro, you put him in dangers, and you know he streams all the time. Anybody can find out where he live and come on stream and do anything to him.
Exactly. And it's not even just like I said, he's not right either, because he's been like, when you're going through certain issues, you really don't like to make them public because it can be used against you. So he's been very public about how them two have been trying to work through co-parenting post breakup, and even if he's not intending to do so, that's still creating a space where his audience is going to attack her because he's publicly complaining.
But he's saying that, but he's also saying he doesn't want them to speak on. But like you said,
it don't matter. He's still talking about it.
But here's my thing with it, right? There's these last couple of weeks, right? Halle Berry has been putting out information, or her team has been putting out information to kind of like destroy DDG, and she's been playing. I'm just so innocent, bro. I ain't do nothing bad, and DDG getting all the hate. You feel me? Now that the court documents have been sent in, it's like, damn, bro, like DG did kind of like, you should want to be happy that this nigga wants to be in his kid's life.
Yeah, this is the thing, right, bro? Because you trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense, right? That's about to join back. You're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. When you have a child with someone and there's a relationship there, and the relationship goes south, you have to then deal with because whenever a relationship ends, there is a kind of mourning period because you attach yourself with someone, and it's like when somebody dies, right? It's a different. It's not someone actually dying, but they're no longer in your life. So there's a mourning that comes with it. So you put that on top of the fact that she does have postpartum, which is true, and her own other levels of mental health issues that she's publicly stated in the past. With him saying these things publicly, she wants to be viewed a certain way. If you have, as we've seen, her whole career has been curated a certain way where she looks pretty, young, innocent angel.
Yeah, she don't got nothing wrong. She can't do no wrong.
So DDG going on a public platform and doing that, now you're not only are you attacking her brand, you're attacking her mental health, and then think about the amount of people that told her, "Why are you with him?" So where she has no control, where does she gain control? Controlling the child, and that's what is coming to play. So it's just all levels of different stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. As adults, like they're gonna have what they got going on, but I hope they're just able to work it out for the child's sake. Don't take DJ away from the child. I don't really care what you two got going on as far as personal, because everybody goes through their trials and tribulations as baby dads, baby moms. We see all the time. It happens in front of our face. But for the kid's sake, man, just try y'all best just to cry the co-parent, just for the kid. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they might be as toxic as Blueface and DG. I mean, Blueface and Krishan Rock. At this rate.
Most of them are. Hold on, I'm here. I'm back. For a second. Most couples. See, the thing behind this is the thing when you pull back the veil on most couples, right? Because when we look at social media, right, the shorty that just passed away because her husband killed her too, right? That's a big topic going on. I don't really know.
I look into it. I really look into it,
but when you pull, a lot of people look happy publicly because that's the thing to do. You don't ever want to show people your actual hand or your unhappiness. And that's when infidelity and all that happens. Like, they look so happy. They look so this. How did this happen? How did that happen? And in the public eye, everyone wants to look the part. But then there's the reality of the situation. And the reality of their situation is this. Both of them are young. Because DG's what, 24, 25?
25, probably.
Both of them are young. They had a child at a young age, became famous very fast at a young age, and had abundance of resources at a young age without the actual, like, not being prepared or molded to do these things. She's been that on her career side, but she hasn't had to deal with life issues because she's been so sheltered. Right? Mm-hmm. DDG's been having resources, and he got these resources so quick and been rich so quick and famous so quick as a young dude from Pontiac, Michigan. And Pontiac isn't the best place to live on earth. You feel me? And now he was out there running rampant and wild, and then he happened to get a really good catch. Like, if you're really thinking about that kind of level, but he was too young to do that. So now, not only did you ruin her fantasy of having a family because you're not with her no more, you made her baby mama. Not only are you saying these things publicly, and she can't respond the way she wants to because she has a public image, and they won't allow her to do so. You don't speak to each other.
So she pushed it out through her team.
They're gonna clean it up. How she really want to say, man, she might be like, yo, you bitch ass nigga, blah, 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 blah. It's not gonna come out like this. It's gonna come out as how I was been coming out, a press statement that's been sent through a fucking what you call them people, a publicist and shit. It's gonna come out that way. It's not gonna be her true raw emotions because she's been molded to be a robot.
And she's what was that show that didn't character she plays?
Bro, her manager was fucking Beyonce's dad. Manages her career.
Right.
But see how Beyonce's career.
But what's that?
I don't know. She was on these.
She was just like a mermaid, a black mermaid, like that.
Oh, it's about the Little Mermaid. She was on
the Little Mermaid. Yeah, so she got a
She got a certain image. She's like the fucking black version of Ariana Grande. That's just trying to like her. You feel me?
Yep.
So it just doesn't gel well for DDG because DDG looked at as the poor kid from Pontiac, Michigan that came up through streaming and
no
streaming
talent.
Streaming is a new way of creating revenue for yourself. So he's new money. She looked at it as old money and royalty, and she came up through the school of Beyonce and got the chops, and she's viewed differently. All of this stuff comes into play. So you add all of this stuff in, plus the fact that they was young and they're young, don't really know how to be in a relationship, probably never seen a successful one, or trying to force ideologies in their world into the other person instead of trying to merge them together and do what works for them. You have a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. And having a kid does not make, like, I want to let you people out there know, if you are going through it with your partner, having a kid is not going to make it any better. I promise you.
Especially, I don't like each other. Y'all gonna hate each other even more.
It's not even just even if you like each other, right? When you have a kid, you now have to adjust to life as parents, right? So the woman, she's gonna be so obsessed with nurturing and loving her child because she has a bond that us fathers can never ever relate to. She carried this person for 9 months or so, 10 months. You feel me? Mm-hmm. We don't really get to build that bond until the child is born. They hear our voice, they might kick when we do stuff, but just that closeness, that connection, that bonding. That's why when you have children, they want you, the fathers, to take your shirt off, hold the child, build that skin to skin contact. Once you do a lot of that, because if you don't do it, it makes the connection with the father and the child different. The one with the mother is natural. So you add that part into the situation. Well, I'm talking about you do it. Even if you have a healthy relationship, becoming parents changes the dynamic of that relationship because you know your partner as a single person, not as a parent.
No, I agree.
So it just makes it all different. What the fuck is that? 1 second. Yeah, but because I want Dot to join in on this, and Christine is the perfect person to really talk about some of this. But yeah, it just changes the dynamic and stuff like that, and you have to relearn your partner. Date night looks different. Everything looks different because it's not just we could go out till 5, 6 in the morning, kicking it, doing what we do. Now, when you go out with Shorty, she focus on how's the baby doing? Is baby sleep? Like it's different. It ain't all of what it used to be. You feel me? Especially if you have a kid together. Now having a kid separate is different. If you date, if you have your own kids and you come in, then you kind of get a gauge on what kind of parent someone is. But before that, going from being single, no children, to just having a kid changes the whole dynamic, bro.
You ain't lying. Definitely lying. I say you definitely lying. You ain't lying. Because we see it all the time on television. That's probably what
television. How many times you see in The Rock alone? People be good and they have a kid and they break up immediately.
Yo, if you think about most social media drama from Love and Hip Hop to the Shade Room to what we see in Rochester to what you probably see in Vegas is behind it, baby mama, baby dad. That's the number one drama, if you ask me.
Yeah. Because people don't know how to deal with that shit. Not in the slightest.
All right, moving along too, because Dot and Christine could a little bit speak better. I think Christine and Dot can speak about that a little bit more because they actually
did you see what
I wanted to get there. I wanted to get there, but I want to talk about Wale and Kai Cenat situation real quick.
BET Awards. BET was a little bit. Before we go there, the BET Awards this year looked lit. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I got to watch it. But from what I did see, it looked like it was one of the better ones. They had a lot of original. They had a lot of the renditions of the 106 Park crew there. They did the Rap City, the Basement shit. Ludacris was there. I seen his freestyle, which was dope. And then Kai Cenat and Drewski, they actually streamed on their own outside of BET to bring a younger audience. I thought that was dope.
Tyler too.
Yeah, Tyler too. Tyler, they wasn't gonna let him on it with his niece. But I think Kevin Hart, somebody posted, Kai Cenat put some streams.
No. They said he not lit enough to bring his kid out the stream. So then he's like, you know who my best friend is? Kai probably put like 10, 15 minutes later, and Kai was able to take his niece onto the thing. That just shows you who you are matters. Because Kai could do it, but Tyler can't.
Oh no, it's definitely levels of celebrity for sure. It's a reason why you call A-list celebrity. You got B, C, D, E, and then you got motherfuckers that's not even on the list. So,
but that's why Kai was mad. Because he look at it like, bro, y'all asked him to promote this shit for y'all. Y'all feel me? Y'all told him he could stream and everything like that. Y'all asked him to help promote the BET, and that's how y'all treat him when we get to the thing. So, but Kai came to say today, like a real bro should. You feel me? I can't do it. My bro could do it too. So, I can't do it, but my bro could do it. So, but yeah, like you said, I like everything they had about it. Like the 106, they recreated the scene and stuff like that. Yo, BT, I think y'all need to bring back 106. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody needs to bring that type of what Christine talk?
She's about to join now. She said she's waiting on sex. I told her just we waiting on her. That's crazy. She didn't get the link. My bad. My bad, Christine.
She probably didn't see it from earlier.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like how they did the 106 in Park thing, the Rap City shit. That was kind of fire. I really feel like they should bring that type of stuff back, even the MTV.
Y'all don't watch music video. Y'all don't watch music videos enough. Like y'all not. First of all, when's the last time that you sat down and watched TV? Not on YouTube, not on streaming, just regular cable TV.
NBA games. That's it. That's all I watch. But it's probably there's people that will do it, and people are watching streamers. I'm pretty sure they will watch TV. You just gotta find a way.
No, they don't, bro. They just how often do they say the NBA viewership is down?
That's because everybody's illegally watching it. Y'all gotta find another way to.
No, it's not. It's not about it being illegal. When you talk about viewerships through Nielsen or Nielsen, whatever it's called, that's regular standard cable television, right? They don't include streaming. So if you're watching on NBA TV or YouTube TV, those views don't count towards that Nielsen. Feel me?
Right.
So the viewership is not technically down. Just watching television the traditional way is down.
Now I agree with that. That's why I'm saying I gotta find a way. Like,
and when the last time you watched BET?
I mean, I might sit down and watch it at work.
But look, you can't watch. Nobody watches BET. Labels don't even put money behind music videos.
No, but not basically 106 apart. But someone needs to kind of reconstruct that where you could be able to twitch like how Playboy Max got going on with the song wars. If you do something musically, people are always gonna pay attention to that.
That's not. But BET's not gonna do that.
You gotta make it a little bit controversial where people want to tune into what you gotta say. That's probably the only thing.
You gotta remember they have to if they're putting this stuff on standard television programming.
And forget television, you might have to find another addy or something like that, bro.
So it ain't gonna work.
I definitely feel like 106 apart will go crazy in this generation, though. Not everything like it, but just reformat.
Listen, as a person who went to 106 in Park, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I feel bad for y'all young people because y'all missed the era, bro. Like I had a lot of fun going to 106 in Park, just going to see who gonna be the person that they bring out. It wasn't really big though. Like 106 in Park is like it's like the size of one. Well, you know that like studios that's down by like Mustard Street in the Rock. Mm-hmm. Like it's about the size of one empty one of those. You feel me? It ain't a super big studio. Christine, we have the Big Leo Energy, Big MILF. Her season is actually approaching. Controversial Christine has joined us. Christine, you joined us. We're talking about the BET Awards and Cenat and Wale having their little spat at the BET Awards.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we didn't even jump into it, but we was basically just say how they should how it was dope. But
Best wants them to bring back 106 in Park, but I told them that people today don't a version of something like that. But I'm like, people don't watch TV enough for that to even happen. Like I don't know the last time I watched BET.
I feel like if rappers and labels are all to come together and be like, all right, let's premiere.
It's not.
But then again, don't take away from YouTube views. You feel me? But you got to find a way. Because even going on PET or MTV Jams, that's still a big thing to people. Like if you up become an artist and you prepare your song on MTV Jams, they're gonna still look like, yo, that's a fire thing. You on MTV Jams, you on television.
No, it is a fire thing, but it's not this like you gotta remember, right? We just talked about how the labels consolidated not even like 6 months ago. It might be exactly 6 months ago. We talked about how the labels consolidated. There is no more boutique labels. There is no Def Jam. There is no Jive. There's none of those no more. You either sign a Universal, Sony, or what's the other fucking one? Universal, Sony, or like Columbia. No, Capitol is Columbia. If you ain't signing one of those big three monsters, it's over for you. Like you don't really have, and labels are not putting money behind music videos no more. Like when we was watching like the Thong Song, right, by Cisco. I remember watching it on BET. Remember put behind the scenes how music videos are made. That was like a $2 million video to shoot the Thong Song. Niggas don't even want to pay somebody like shout out to my nigga Fresh. They was mad when Fresh started charging $500 for a music video.
And niggas don't got it.
So how do you want a video like a little baby video where that shit is like 400,000, and that's way less, or 300,000? That's way less compared to what Cisco and was playing with. They were doing they had $2-3 million budgets for a music video. You can't do that. You can't recreate that today. It's too much running gun bullshit. It would be dope though. And I feel bad for y'all that never went to 106 in Park because that shit was lit. I ain't gonna hold you. I had mad fun going to that shit. I might Best gonna call me old. I fucking call me a dinosaur, but I was able to go to 106 in Park, nigga. Y'all niggas was it. Y'all just watched it and be saying, "Oh, that shit look lit back in the day."
No, I definitely did. But like we said, Kai was one of the people that was able to stream in the BET Awards, and Kevin Hart fought from doing. Kevin Hart said, "I'm not going on to BET or hosting it unless y'all let Kai Cenat stream." So Kai was able to stream, got to see a lot of behind the scenes and everything like that. Like people were surprised he didn't know who Brat was. They used to do songs in Bow Wow. So what's it called?
The Brat was the second artist ever signed. Well, she's the first artist actually because Chris Cross was never signed as So Def, I believe.
Yeah. So she
Brat was the first artist on there.
Kai Cenat didn't know who she was, but then it was a
Kai Cenat don't know. He really don't know shit that didn't start from like he really paid attention to music from the A Boogie era and up. So everything from like 2013, 14 and up, that's when Kai Cenat started paying attention to music. But he's also a young nigga, so.
But I'm not that much older than Kai. I know who Wale is, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. That wasn't that long ago. That was 2012 when Wale was.
But you got this is the thing too, right? Like the thing with New York is like the New York local scene is so wild because like somebody like Stack Bundles, right? Stack Bundles, we love Stack Bundles. Was he ever a national artist? No, but he's considered. If you want to be real, he was considered more local than national or regional. He was so big in the streets for us, we didn't give a fuck about who was the mainstream artist at the time. So you got to think, Kai Cenat grew up during the drill era in New York. So he probably listening to.
I'm not that much older than him, so I know.
It don't matter about being older. Best there's a music scene in New York. It's a music scene where like he was listening to niggas like Curly Sav and 22 G's super early. He don't give a fuck who when niggas like my age listening to Wale. Wale came out like 2011, 2012.
Yeah,
I was in high school.
But you gotta remember,
nigga, Kai Cenat is not too much older than my little brother. My little brother's like 19.
This is what I'm saying, right? Back in 2011, 2012, it was kind of like you kind of had control who everybody kind of to the same type of people. You
talking about in Rochester. I'm talking about as a person that was born. No, Best. I'm talking about as a nigga that's born and raised in New York. Yeah, these other niggas is popping too, but we got our own culture in the city where we listen to our niggas first. We don't listen to outside niggas first. The radio and shit, they play outside niggas first. When you walking around the city, Doc, tell me if I'm wrong. We listening to what's here.
So who y'all listen to 2012? Because 22 G's them gonna come out.
2012 is ASAP Mob, bro. ASAP Rocky, fucking
ASAP Ferg.
It's ASAP Mob. You got Joey Badass and Chief Keef we was fucking with Chief Keef, you feel me? But Chief Keef was the outsider that we fucked with. We didn't fuck with the whole Chicago drill scene. It was certain niggas we fucked with. Chief Keef was one of the niggas like Jeezy, like in 06 when Jeezy came out, he was one of the down south niggas
Rondo.
that the mold. Yeah, like all of them wasn't translating. It's only some of them. It's like New York has this is why they call it a New York bias, because it's a real thing where if we don't embrace you or fuck with you, we don't give a fuck how popping you are. We're not listening to your shit.
Bro, that's why I said Swoops. 2012, Mcgee was on fire. Like I'm talking about, like it was
look, Best
Mcgee,
grown ass men, grown men. You listen, grown men, niggas my age. I'm listening to Wale, MMG, because I'm 17, 18, 19. We older. You feel me? I'm 18 in 2012, so I'm 18 years old. We listen to the self-made mixtape and that shit. We listen to Ambition and that's cool. The little niggas,
MMG shit was a movement.
French Montana is from New York.
You gotta remember, he was the McGee movement.
No, he wasn't. Fresh Montana was popping since 2000. Fresh Montana was popping 2000. No. Listen, you viewing it as a nigga that's not from the city. Fresh Montana been popping to us since 2006 with Max B. He started popping to y'all in 2011, 2012 when he dropped Mac and Cheese 3, and everybody listening to Sanctuary and all that shit. We knew him for the Coke Wave mixtapes. So it's different. How we receive the music is different. My little brothers and them, they didn't give a fuck about Wale, bro. I like Wale, but my little brother's 19 now, or he about to be 19. I'm 31. So whatever the difference is between that time, you feel me? Age, 13 years, 12, 13 years. He don't give a fuck about no Wale as a little nigga. Kai Cenat is not too much older than my little brother.
Because it was like why listen to Wale when you can go listen to Cole?
Not even Cole. You talking about niggas. I'm talking about niggas younger than us, like 12.
Oh yeah.
They listening to
like,
Curly Sav, nigga.
They listen to Wale.
They listening to Curly Sav.
Oh yeah, they was listening.
Curly Sav like 2014.
Yeah, that was the wave.
But they listening to that wave of music, bro. Like they listening, like they.
I think that was when Chef had the pigtails.
They listening to young niggas. They not listening to Wale music too slow for a nigga that's 11, bro.
Nah, I was 11. Listen to that.
And they listening to Get Like music. They was dancing and shit. Christina, I think she said so. They were listening to Get Like music, so it's different. You feel me? Like New York has a culture within itself because you got the streets, you got what's popping for us, which is mainstream New York music. Then you got this mainstream hip hop music that they playing. There's 3 different cultures out there, and then you got the 4. Then you got the underground. That's not just it's Smoke Dizza. Like that's what also was popping in 2011, 12. Smoke Dizza and these niggas, fucking underachievers. That's the whole Beast Coast era. So niggas ain't really give a fuck about everybody else. Chief Keef was one of the few niggas that passed through. But I tell you, there'd be a lot of niggas, especially older niggas. 2012, you playing Chief Keef, they would turn that shit the fuck off. You don't want to hear that shit. They ain't care about Chicago music.
You remember that Valid Like Salad nigga?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit like that playing at that time. And you got what's the other shit that came out at that time? All In and all that shit.
Yeah, facts. Everybody was doing. Oh, that was Drake. That was the Drake song though.
Yeah, but that's All In. You feel me?
Thought, I get
so we had our own.
There's
dancing music that's coming in. Everybody dancing and doing their own thing. It's not just who's popping on YouTube. Niggas don't give a fuck who these niggas are. We got our own culture in the city.
Yeah, because that was when that was when the niggas that was jerking pause on the West Coast made it like cool nationwide and shit.
Power Rangers,
Cat Daddy, and all that other shit.
Yeah,
but I feel like Vine had something to do with that.
What's the other?
It was like an early version of TikTok.
What's the nigga name from Brooklyn, bro? That everybody was doing his dance, bro. I can't remember.
What?
It was a dance nigga from Brooklyn. I can't remember his name, bro.
Millie Rock.
Millie Rock. Millie Rock was all like, all that shit is coming around, bro. Niggas don't give a fuck who these niggas in this. Like, I like Wale. I'm not gonna say that, but like these niggas ain't give a fuck. Like Wale was cool to these niggas on No Hands. They listening to Roscoe Dash and they party. They're like, oh, that No Hands shit is on. Let me go grind with Shorty.
Nah, but you know what? I'll tell you this, right? I feel like if you were an athlete, if you was listening to like basketball mixtapes and football highlights and shit like that, you definitely know who Mcgee was because that's who was bumping. Like I ain't gonna lie,
bro,
as an athlete, bro. No, I'm just saying, and just in general, as an athlete, bro, when you wanted to put something behind your highlight tape or you watch the YouTube mixtapes on YouTube, now they used to put a YouTube mix. You used to hear Ambition. This is my ambition. Like that used to motivate me. Want to go? I thought I went to the NBA after hearing that song, bro.
Yo, listen,
that song. My ambition.
Cenat was not an athlete, nigga.
Yeah,
Kai wasn't an athlete. One, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
And you know what the song that niggas from New York was putting behind they mixtapes? Sanctuary by French Montana or Water.
That's a fact. Sanctuary was definitely one.
So, like, you knew who was from where based on what kind of music that they played on their joint. Because the niggas down south, like, I watched a nigga mixtape from fucking Maryland, his highlight tape. That nigga was putting Shy Glizzy on there. So it's just about it's like no matter how much shit becomes national in certain things, it's still very regional based on a lot of the shit. But going back to Kai Cenat and Wale, I can understand why Kai didn't know who Wale was, because
Either way, Wale was acting like mad sensitive after that.
Bro, that's always been Wale down for his career. He's always been
Wale's super sensitive because he always feels slighted.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it up with you, bro. If you want me to be honest with you, in 2012, I thought Wale was on the same level as Drake and J. Cole and all these other niggas. In 2012, no, I'm not saying now after you watch how their career.
No, I was there in 2012. I was in college.
In 2012,
in 2012, Best. In 2012, you was fucking tripping.
Huh? So what?
In 2012, you was fucking tripping.
Nah, bro. Yeah, I like Wale, J. Cole. This is not J. Cole. This is what song J. Cole had back then?
You talking about we older than you, bro. So this is my senior 2012. I'm graduating high school and going to college. This is that year, right? Wale was not on their level. I liked Wale's music more about nothing. Was one of my favorite mixtapes ever. No, he wasn't on their level. It was definitely levels to this shit.
The only thing Wale had,
a lot of you young niggas that didn't know shit thought that
was the hoes playing diced pineapples.
Yeah, bro. Bro, you keep
like
forgetting,
all the hoes was playing diced pineapples.
Wale, that the thing that everybody fucked with him for, and that's why he say that shit bother him to this day, was fucking No Hands, bro. No Hands was his shit. That it wasn't his song, but everybody like, yo, that nigga was No Hands shit fire. When you had to really be a hip hop head to know about more about Nothing mixtape or the MMG mixtapes. You feel me? Because even on the MMG mixtapes, right? Wale was, because he had a couple of big time success, he didn't really fit MMG what they was doing. Wale was poetic and not gangster. They had Stally over there, you had Pill over there, you had Meek, you had Ross and Amorion. He stuck out like so fucking.
Can I share my screen? Because I just want to say this. I ain't the only one that felt like this.
Bro, you talk about niggas in your area, young niggas.
No, this is Twitter. I just put this anywhere, bro. Hey, bro,
again, how old are these people, bro?
Let's go. I'm gonna click a random. I don't even know who this is, bro. Look. Can't tell age.
Exactly. Best be trying to share his screen and try to prove a point, man. Best, it's okay, bro. I'll fuck with Wale, my nigga.
Hey, bro, I think Wale was up there, bro. Like, y'all think about how J. Cole and them turned out. But in 2012, bro, J. Cole just came out. Y'all didn't think he was going to be... I mean, we knew he was going to be great, but we thought Wale was as good as them. The Big Mills, even A$AP Rocky, bro.
Best, you wrong again. J. Cole came out on J. He came out before that, bro.
J. Cole came out in 2010. J.
Cole was on. No, he wasn't. He was up before. He was out 08, 09.
No, J. Cole was 2011. That's when he made the freshman cover.
No, he did not. You talk about his first joint. J. Cole was on Blueprint 3, bro. On Star Is Born.
Niggas
like, come on, bro. I lived this, my nigga. Like you talk, like we lived this. This is different. Star Is Born by J. Cole was his first. Like that was his first verse on Jay-Z's Blueprint 3 album.
That's what year that dropped. That's 2009. But J. Cole didn't even come this close to 2011.
He had a mixtape. He had a mix. That's not true. He had a mixtape before that. It's about what kind of music you listen to. I'm a hip hop nigga. I'm a blog era nigga. So I was listening to that shit. I knew who J. Cole was already. J. Cole had his first debut album later, but no.
And J. Cole just kind of felt like a better version of the rapper that Wale was trying to be.
Exactly.
Okay, here's the A&R. Here's the A&R right here.
You talking about from Twitter, nigga? Best, you trying to prove a point. It's look. You can say whatever they want to say, bro. But we giving Wale his flowers, bro.
I like Wale, but Wale ain't Cole. Cole is a different. So Cole, Wale, Drake, Big Sean are all the.
Big Sean was in that
in different universes.
Big Sean was lit, nigga.
Now I'm saying 2012. It was Wale, J. Cole.
Wale, they was on the 2011 cover, bro, freshman cover.
No. I think
listen, best. They was on the 2011 freshman cover. It was Nick, Cole, Kendrick, fucking Freddie Gibbs. 11 or 12, one of them shits. I can't remember, right?
Wale was 2009.
Was it 9?
Wale was 2009. J. Cole 2011.
Okay, so Wale was 2009. Cool, whatever. They was all on the same mixtape cover, right? I mean, they was all on that. They was all XXL alumni. Wale didn't have the impact that they had, bro, because his style was different. Wale's poetic. He's this, he's that. it was something that was hard to kind of, and he was also including house music into his sound, which was different. I fuck with Wale, bro. Nigga, I bought Ambition, nigga. Telling you as a nigga that fuck with this nigga. He was not like Big Sean was so hot, bro. Like if you want to say J. Cole and Big Sean had a fucking freestyle out. That was it. He just had a freestyle, nigga. Nigga said something about moonwalking on the sun on BET Awards. And niggas thought that he was gonna be the one. They're like, Big Sean is out of here. Over a freestyle he did on BET.
And then they got tired of that shit.
Nah, nigga, he started smoke.
Big Sean went out and run.
He did. Big Sean had Finally Famous.
He went on a run, and he's a great rapper, but people just like even the shit he dropped now, like the shit
they're not tired of his shit, bro. The problem with this is the Big Sean problem, right? Because niggas fuck with Sean. His problem is whenever he has a moment, it gets shitted on by Kendrick Lamar, Drake, or J. Cole. Somebody always shit on his moment. That's what happens.
Oh shit.
J. Cole, even when he just had him over this now with Big Sean, when he smoked that freestyle on the Red bullshit, right? It got stepped on by Joey Badass violating the whole West Coast. That's his problem. Niggas love Big Sean music, bro. It's nothing. His music never. Dark Skies Paradise is probably one of the best albums ever made. Niggas don't even talk about that shit a lot. It's probably his best album he ever did. Smoked it. But yeah. Big Sean is phenomenal, bro. I live this, my nigga. Like it's different. I remember shit like
I do remember.
No, you remember secondhand sources. I remember watching the BET Awards and the cipher and watching the Big Sean cipher.
YouTube or no, I was watching it.
No, nigga, it's different watching it on YouTube versus watching it live and then going to school the next day and talking about it with your friends.
Bro, we was talking about it. I was 11 years old talking about music already, bro.
Nigga, no, bro, y'all niggas not understanding it like that. 11-year-old do not have a real concept of what music is, bro. And what bars are. At 11, you don't.
I'm not making stats, bro, right now.
You could do that. That's not going to prove your point, bro. 11-year-old does not understand what bars are, bro. They don't understand what rapping really is at 11.
When Kendrick dropped Control?
Kendrick didn't drop Control.
Was that Big Sean's song?
It was Big Sean, and his verse is actually better.
Yeah, there you go.
Only thing is that Kendrick, he said niggas' names on the song. That's what it was. And niggas love that shit.
Yeah, that shit caused a stir.
Because he said names. Whenever niggas' names get said, niggas start acting out. Pat Bruce responds to the shit. He didn't say nigga name.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't say Pat Bruce's name.
Nah, I'm saying he did respond.
Moving along. What was you about to so what just happened recently? We was talking about something else too before before we leave this conversation, Wale seems to always get canceled because of the way he handles certain situations. Like every time he always look like a bad person was making people not like him, and he really made great music. I take that, and I really think that
he don't look like a bad person. He just overreact and overthink this shit. He be acting like Wale. Just chill, bro. Chill. Nigga called Wale. He got all bent out of shape. It ain't that deep, my nigga. Like, relax, calm down.
Because what was the conversation gonna be about? Like, oh, you don't know my name? Yeah, and I don't know you. I don't know you.
He probably had the BET Awards, and all of a sudden your phone is blown up. Wale. Who the fuck is Wale? Who the fuck? Like, bro, this nigga don't know me. Like, nigga, I'm Wale. Like, I'm one of them niggas. Like, how the fuck?
But it don't. No, bro. Listen.
Yeah,
right?
But bro. First of all, you're a celebrity. You're a celebrity. This is shit you got to deal with. You had the BET Awards. Anything that happened could make your shit go viral, and you gonna sit down and go do some hoe shit because you mad about it.
And he hasn't been dropping.
Deal with this shit. This is what you gonna have to deal with anyway.
He hasn't been dropping music lately, right? So, look, I can give you a super A-list celebrity, right? I actually ran into him the other day. And people didn't know. People in there, they weren't aware of who he was. So I went to the farmer's market the other day. After the farmer's market, I went to have breakfast at the diner. I was at a diner having breakfast, and I'm sitting in one corner and in the corner right across from me. You know who's sitting there?
Who?
Fucking Babyface. Kenneth Babyface Edmonds. You do know his music. You know John B. You know who John B is, right?
I know the name. I don't know the song. Like you have to play the song,
bro. What the you don't know?
Just say he don't know Babyface.
Yeah,
I know the name. I heard it from. I know Babyface.
You got
Babyface Ray.
No, see, this is the problem. You don't know what this is what Wale ran into. Y'all niggas don't know shit. So Babyface, right? Babyface wrote songs for Bobby Brown, Janet Jackson, Tank. Who else we got? He wrote songs. Let me just go look because I don't want to be wrong in any of this that I say. I'm gonna just read some of the songs he wrote to you. He wrote songs for SWV, Casey and Joe. Matter of fact, Tevin came. I gotta find somebody that you know. Baby, so he wrote the song "Baby" for Ariana Grande, which is more recent. He wrote the song "Bedtime" for Usher. He's an Usher songwriter as well. He wrote the song "Best Thing I Never Had" for Beyonce. He wrote that. What else? "Broken Hearted Girl" for Beyonce. He wrote that. "Can We Talk" by Tevin Campbell. He wrote that song too, just in case you didn't know. So Babyface Edmonds is like the super legendary songwriter, singer, producer. And I'm sitting in a diner. He's sitting there because his kids are standing up. They got a table on their name, but he didn't want to say who he was. And because the way that they're Hispanic, so they're not really paying attention. Don't really know who he is. But the black lady caught on and noticed. And I walked by. I didn't initially see him, and people I was with, they like, yo, I think that's Babyface sitting right there in the corner. So when he get up and walk by, it's fucking Babyface. You might not know who he is, but it's still fucking Babyface. I was sitting in a diner, not too many tables are far away from Babyface. He looked at me, I looked at him, I gave him a little head nod, because nigga, I know who you are. It's fucking Babyface, bro. And Wale, sometimes people might not know who you are, you feel me? But it is what it is. Don't trip. Because you're still fucking Wale. You still have one of the greatest mixtapes ever made. You had a top. What? What's pause about mixtapes?
I don't know what's pause about that.
Because you're still fucking Wale.
You still, man, come on, bro.
You that nigga.
Yeah, you Wale. You still are Wale, man. You have one of the greatest mixtapes ever made. Serious, actually, at that. One of the greatest mixtapes series made. You have one. Anytime they make a top 200, 100 hip hop albums of all time, Ambitious is gonna be on there somewhere. You have one of those to your records. You are him. People that know, they know. If someone doesn't know, don't trip on that, bro. If somebody could be in a diner and not know who the fuck Babyface is, Wale, you should not be offended at all. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
But you know what it was? It was more so that like they didn't know who you. It just happened on stream. So when the nigga Kai, you know, the internet led for viral moment, that was kind of career damaging. Like it's like that's like somebody walking past. If you're a basketball fan, right, and you walk past like Patrick Ewing, you don't know who the fuck Patrick Ewing. They're like, what the fuck, like. And he not the greatest, he not the biggest superstar, but like
bro,
or George Gervin.
If you see Kai Cenat at the BET Awards, and you don't want to be in front of a bunch of people, get the fuck away from Kai Cenat. It's Kai fucking Cenat.
No, but
you know that nigga.
No, it wasn't Kai that made the situation. It was the internet, like. When he was like, "Who? Oh, he's a big time rapper or something, y'all."
That's what I'm saying. Why is the internet?
Because before Wale did that, bro. Before Wale, that was the one of the first. The internet made that viral, you know.
But it doesn't matter.
But
it don't matter, right? Because Wale's career is Wale's career. It's not nothing. It's set in stone already. You can't change nothing. It's not career ending. It's not like that's bullshit.
And not career ending, but it's a bad record in it. You know, Cenat got a narrative.
It doesn't matter because nobody's talking about it today. We're talking about it now because we a little bit late on the show.
They'll talk about it. They'll talk about it for a week.
Because and then something else is gonna happen, and they're not gonna talk about it anymore, right? It's how it always goes. It doesn't matter. Motherfucking at the Final Four, University of Houston, right? University of Houston won the Final Four. They won it. They won the national championship in basketball, right? Men's basketball. And Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon was literally on the court, and security would not let him on the court to celebrate with the team. It's fucking Hakeem. He went to the university. He is University of Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon, and they didn't let him on the court. He didn't make it a big thing. He could have got the motherfucker fired if he wanted to. It is what it is. That's what it is. That's all life is, bro. Niggas be making shit bigger than what it need to be. So what if Kai Cenat didn't know who you are? Kai probably doesn't know who you are. Madonna could walk by Kai Cenat. He probably has no idea who the fuck Madonna is. Madonna could walk by you, Best. You have no idea who the fuck Madonna is. Best. I mean, you
be like, yeah, look at this ghost-looking white bitch. Just another one.
Yeah, like
floating on by.
Know. Like I guarantee, Babyface could walk right by you, Best, and you would have no idea who he is. Babyface probably wrote 7% of all music of all time. Some wild shit like that. Maybe 2%. Maybe 7 might be low. But 2% of all R&B ever created, bro. At least 2% of the biggest hits ever created. You have no idea who this man is. This is how you know Babyface is ill, right? Babyface was so ill, the nigga had a tiny desk and he didn't even really fucking sing. His backup dancers were other artists that had hits. Tank was one of them. He's like, yeah, I wrote this song, Can We Talk, by Tevin Campbell. Hey, Tank, you want to sing that? It's different, bro. That's a different flex. Like, and that's my thing to Wale. Yo, Wale, you able to flex a different way that Kai can't, or people that may not know you can't understand, but you still able to do that. Don't trip on it, bro. Moving on. Pusha T and Travis Scott. Have y'all seen that little article that came? Not a little article. That article that came out about them.
I just seen it. What happened again? I know it was
so Pusha T and so the clips are dropping the album. They doing their press run, and something was brought up, and so Travis Scott having to be brought up to Pusha T, and he was basically saying how he think that Travis Scott is a whore for attention. He doesn't have any loyalty. He's not on any side. He wants to be attached to anything that's popping. So like he knew that like he was in the studio with Kanye and working with Kanye and all of that stuff. But then he had put out his album. What's the album? Astro World, that had Drake on there dissing Kanye. Then when Drake got into it with Kendrick, he was hyping up Metro Boomin to play it like that, which Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. And then he wants to be running around with Drake, running around trying to play No Kill by Drake, trying to show that like he doesn't have any loyalty, and Pusha T doesn't fuck with that. He calls him an attention whore.
I ain't gonna lie. Again, they not just because they make music together or they do music like that don't mean they real friends. So I don't.
No, Pusha T, he understands that. If he said Kanye does the same shit, Drake does the same shit, and he understands that part. He's saying for himself though, he doesn't move that way, so he don't fuck with niggas that do that.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, like, but watching another man like is like crazy. That's crazy. Pusha T.
It's not crazy because he pulled up to his studio session with Pharrell. That's where this stuff came from. He pulled up to his session with Pharrell and was trying to get Pharrell to play. Oh, he was trying to get them to listen to his joint and record it. It seemed like they was cool, and he wasn't really jacking the music, but he just played the part because he didn't want to violate because he came in for Pharrell and he wanted Pharrell to keep his connection, but he think that son is a whore. And I understand where he's coming from. There's a lot of niggas in this industry that suck ass niggas, and they want to be around whoever's popping so they could look like they popping, and that's bullshit. Niggas is hoes at the end of the day.
That's what be happening.
But we could also say that they hoes and not just sit there.
No, that's what be happening. Niggas is gonna do what they gotta do to stay relevant in the industry. You see, like bro, I just seen a nigga Playboy Cardi have a lollipop jewelry. Like that's a pause, bro. Like niggas doing whatever to be lit to sell albums.
Nigga is goofy as hell. Oh my god. Put my phone down real quick because I was over here getting distracted. Yeah. Nah, man. Goofy. Anything y'all want to say there? Do y'all agree that Travis is an attention whore? Do you agree that he has no loyalty? Do you have anything y'all want to say? I'm not looking for a Travis Scott interview. So I don't give. You don't even like Travis Scott, Best. So I thought you would find this interesting.
I ain't gonna lie. I really don't care. Like, if you want to be cool with Drake, Kanye, Kendrick, then let him be cool. That don't got nothing to do with him. He probably was cool with all of them before that situation happened. So he's like, hey.
No. See, this is the problem, Best. We ain't gonna let that rock. You know why I got a problem with it? Because you pick sides when it's convenient.
Why? Who picked a side?
Travis. He was running around with Kanye trying to get beats, but he got the feature from Drake that really helped the album pop. It was a great album. Then he was running around with Drake. That was your man. That's my brother. Da da da. Then you running around hyping and pushing for a song that's Drake getting dissed by Future and Kendrick. On it, jumping on stage, play that record. Then after the whole shit is over and Kendrick don't give you a feature, he don't really fuck with you like that. Metro kind of cold right now. He ain't really doing nothing. Future ain't dropping shit. You go over there trying to start going around playing no kid by Drake on your story and all that shit because you want something you trying to be because Drake was like he might be coming back in and being popping and shit. That is weirdo activity. We have to call that up. You have to. That's whole activity. That's no loyalty. That's being an attention whore. Very much what Pusha T just said.
Pusha T gonna call it how he see it.
You have at some point in time you gotta pick a side on things. You always say that, Best. Pick a side. If you pick and choose.
Travis Scott, so I don't care what Travis Scott do. As long as he don't just cheat Keith. He could be cool with Kendrick, Kanye, all them niggas.
It ain't about caring what he do. It's about calling out what we see. What do we see? What is this behavior? What do we call this behavior? And Best trying to be diplomatic right now.
It's cool. That's his man's.
Nah, Travis ain't my man. I could care less. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I ever liked the Travis Scott song ever, bro.
Anything else you want to add?
Son, y'all been watching the finals?
Yeah, the Pacers.
Fuck that. I ain't watching that shit.
Y'all know where Pascal's from, right? The best player in the Pacers. For anybody that didn't know, yes, they
losing. I don't know why you getting no hype. They down 3-2.
I don't have a horse in the race. I'm just letting y'all know where Pascal's from. Y'all keep calling that other light skin nigga the light skin nigga on the Pacers the best player.
You mean the nigga that had 2 points?
No, I'm talking about y'all call that light skin nigga that the best
player. The nigga that had 2 points. The nigga that had 2 points.
Yeah, when it's really the nigga that wore 43. That's from my country, Cameroon. That's the best player in the Pacers. I just want everybody to know that, bro. I hate Tyler.
I just want everybody to know that y'all gassed Tyrese Halliburton for no reason. That nigga is dirt. That nigga is ass. And I ain't gonna hold you, Knicks. I ain't gonna hold you, Tibbs. You was my nigga, Tibbs. I'm sad they fired you. I ain't gonna hold you. But we need something different because there's no reason that you got a nigga that had 2 points in the NBA Finals beating us. Cat, work on your slow ass feet because you be walking around like you got quicksand. Let's talk about Cat real quick, right? Did y'all hear what Gilbert Arenas said about Cat? Carl Anthony Towns?
What's that?
That he built like a WNBA player. He built like a bitch.
Yeah, they be playing with Cat, bro.
No, but
he's why they always at this nigga?
No, he's not. Gil is not wrong. Cat has a short torso and long legs. That does not work well for NBA players.
Said what?
It doesn't.
Is that why he's such a good shooter?
No, yeah, he has a great jump shot, but it's his. Yes, like The footwork he has offensively, he does not have that defensively. He doesn't know how to slide his feet. He moves very awkwardly, and he does not have an understanding of defensive concepts at all. And I think because he played with Gobert, it probably made it worse because he got even more lazier on defense because he didn't have to play the 5. Josh Hart shouldn't have started in our series at the 4. We should have had Cat at the 4 and Mitch Robinson at the 5. And they're going to do that hacker Mitch shit. They're going to be in a bonus like a motherfucker. Just let them slow the game down. But that's them slowing the game down, and that makes it worse for them because we play better with a slowed down game. But it is what it is. NBA Finals, I think they're going to win it. Shea going to get MVP. Shout out to, I think, Jalen Williams the other day. He had like 40, which is crazy. And they're going to be the youngest team ever to probably win the NBA Finals. Shout out to OKC. I want them to win it. Fuck the Pacers.
Fuck Tyrese Halliburton. I'm wrong for Pascal.
Fuck all them niggas.
Facts.
All of them.
Knicks and Nate.
But you from Bushwick, but fuck you two right now, nigga.
But y'all know what I'm about to do? I'm going to tell y'all what I'm about to do. I'm about to go kill some niggas on 2K. Y'all see that?
Anything else we got to get to that we missed that happened this week?
That's it.
Nothing else happened this week because I think we did about an hour, man.
All right.
Yo, if you haven't, fellas, go to the farmers market. It's a great place for a date. Pretty cool. Quick question for y'all: Is a dinner date considered tricking to y'all?
Yep.
This is what I've seen going on.
Yep.
What kind of dinner date we talking about?
If I spend $1 on you, that's tricking, bro. Because I'm tricking in order to. I'm tricking in order to want to fuck.
You don't got to be wanting to fuck to trick on the show. Me.
I ain't spend my money for no reason. Let you know that right now.
I'm all right. What's your limit on a dinner date? How much you spending?
I'll spend like what I gotta spend. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, no more than 2 something, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you just a girl, I'm just me, and no more than 2, no more than 150.
No. If you a girl, I'm just me, and we're not going out to dinner until about the 3rd date. If you make it to the 3rd date, 3rd, 4th date, we can go. First 2 is gonna be interactive. 200, you not, but where the fuck you about to eat? Where you eating at? Because even at Texas Day Brazil, it's $60-something. It's like $65 per person, and it's all you can eat, like kind of steak, prime rib, and all that.
But you know, bitches be wanting drinks and shit like that too. So,
and that's what I'm saying. So $65 per person.
That's nice.
That don't include your sides, because you know what? Like, let me tell people, right, when you go to a steakhouse, stuff like that, because I like a good steak. You feel me? You're probably gonna spend about, like, surf and turf could go from anywhere from $65 to about $110. That's not including sides. So that's not including asparagus, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, none of that, and drinks. So if you go in there, you should probably like the person. If you spend about $250 to $300, you ain't tripping, because you got to think about giving a tip and all that too. Pause. Gratuity. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it. When do y'all do a dinner date? Huh? What part? When do you do a dinner date? At what point of knowing the person?
Soon as they ready, should get this out the way.
So you just trying to pick a pussy, best. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I say 3rd, 4th date.
I'm with that. I'll do the 3rd, 4th date, because I eat how I eat regardless. But I'm not about to sit there and just waste time taking somebody to spend an extra just to fuck around. What do y'all think is a nice restaurant? What's the nice restaurant that y'all like to go to?
Wherever she want to go, because I don't really care to eat like that.
What's the nice restaurant in Rochester?
I like finding new restaurants. So I might go and, like, go on like a little explorative mission and be like, yo, what smell good in the air that we just stumble upon, to have her feeling like she in like a movie in the city or some shit like that. Real New York shit.
So I just realized, because I didn't notice, I thought it was the only one downtown. There's a Fleming's right down the street from my crib. I'm probably gonna go there next week. They got this tomahawk steak, it's $100 steak, but fuck yeah, I'm about to give me a nice tomahawk, some truffle butter, a nice seasoned, and I think they got some like seafood mac or something there. Fuck that shit up, man. But I like that. I like bonefish. It's just it varies, you know. But I also go to a spot.
To the top of the world, son.
I gotta go with a woman. I'm not going there by myself.
All right, Negro. Well, then you're gonna end up spending $200.
When I get a girl, I'll go to one. I still don't got a girl yet, so I'll figure it out.
Damn, lonely ass nigga.
I ain't lonely. That you know me. The only thing I ain't gonna be is lonely. I just have narrow. I said I'm gonna be closing. I'm gonna be closing the ranks very soon. It's gonna be narrowed down.
You figuratively lonely, Negro.
Figuratively, sure. But no. But hot pots is cool. Like women that like a shirt, I'd be like, you guys spent $400 for me to go on a date. I'm already not paying no mind because you're just looking for someone to eat and trying to take pictures for Instagram. I'm all like I do. If you haven't done it, I'm taking you
to the library.
Can you read? But read aloud. What kind of books? That's what I want to know. No, fuck what kind of books you can read. Can you read aloud?
Word. And don't put your finger to each word neither.
What I was gonna say is though, if you ever get a chance for this, it's hot pot stuff. You pick your own broth, make your own ramen. If you could do that kind of shit, that's always cool. Sushi is always cool. I'm a sushi date person. You can get cooked sushi, people. You don't have to eat raw sushi. So it just varies, you know. Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here? I'm trying to just kill the last 3 minutes before I say get out of there.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so that is. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like y'all every week. It's the Controversial Best Swoop Show. I'm here with the boys for slowly maturing. Need more hosts, infamous Best, and the Brooklyn aficionado West Coast Base .G, and our co-host also. She's had to get called to do something. But Big Leo Energy, Big Milk, Controversial Wrestling will be back with us next week. And I'm yours truly, the coolest, smoothest podcast in the world, Vis Swoops. And I'm out here. And also, shout out to me, man, because I took my son to get his first Happy Meal today. And I gave him a lineup the other day and the taper, and shit came on fire. So I'm a barber now, too, in case y'all didn't know. I'm not cutting you niggas' hair, though. I want to cut my son here. I'm a barber, and yeah. But we out there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Nigga, nobody was going to let you cut their hair, nigga.
That's cap, nigga. I was cutting niggas' hair in college, nigga.